Greetings, everyone around the world. It's my belief that we are all thankful to our Maker for giving us the breath we are enjoying, the peace of mind, the eyes to see, the ears to hear, the sense of admiration, and above all else, a mind that can understand whatever God is placing before us. So, it's my belief that we are all very thankful and appreciative for life in general. I'm impressed by what I see around. I look at cows, I look at birds of the air, I look at all the creatures that I may come across. And what I'm realizing is those creatures have been what they were created to be. Not a single one has changed its behavior. Not a single species has been divided among itself. They have all remained a united, one-minded, one behavioral kind of species. But when we come to mankind, we see divisions all over. Almost everyone thinks differently from the other. They differ in behaviors, each in their own way from the other. So I've been wondering why it has to be so. Why men among all the creatures are the only ones who have different ways, differing applications, and yet they are one kind, just in the same way cows are one kind. Why is it that there are these differences? It is with this in mind that I felt impressed to give a message, namely, why and how should we worship God? It came as a result of looking to different races, different nationalities, and realizing that even in our way of worshiping God, we differ. We have the major religions. I'm talking of Muslims. I'm talking of Christians. Talk of Buddhists. Talk of Hinduists. Judaism. Just to mention the major ones. And all have their way of worshiping God different from the other. At the same time, they claim to be right in that way they apply in worship of our God. And each one claims to be the right one against the other. This has furthered our question of why the differences. This message is meant to open the eyes of whoever is willing to understand and willing to be sure to worship God according to the designed way, not the way we think, because according to what we have just seen, everybody seems to have a thought different from the other, and all claim to be geared at the one being who created us all. Now, what I'm realizing and I kind of thought through to arrive at is, if all our claims are true, then God is a liar. because he says in 1 Corinthians 14:33 that I am not a God of confusion, but one of order and peace. So this he speaks against our claim of different ways of worshiping and all to one God. If we will understand, it's important that we begin with this question. Or rather, it's good we understand what it means to worship, because that is the beginning of the confusion that we are seeing. It's like a great majority of us do apply this word of worship without understanding what it means and what it takes. So, what does the word worship mean? Is a question that I would raise right now. And if we go by the English meaning, you find that to worship is to obey, is to submit to, is to pay homage, is to pledge loyalty to one greater than self.